the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Len, the real Wolf King. Let's see. Today is March 21st, 2025. It is 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and it is time for Wolf King Toys Live. And today, I'm not going it alone. I'm a little like mid on my energy level. I think that's what the kids say now, right? A little mid. I don't know if that's using it the right way. I'm trying to say that my energy level is like in the middle. It's not real high. But I brought someone with a little more than higher than mid energy level. You know him. He's been with me for a while now. What's up, Jeff?
What's up, Len?
Not much. How is your Friday going? Yeah, happy Friday is right.
It's good. It's good. It's been a long week. It's been a long week.
It has been a long week. Why has it been such a long week? What the heck is going on?
The end of the month period.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But we technically have another week.
Yeah. It's that pre-end of the month period.
Yeah, I mean, I know you can't relate because of where you are, but we're having the season change now, right?
Oh, that's
so.
Right.
Like, I think last night it was like 20 degrees, but today it's like 70 degrees. It's bouncing up and down. At least the sun's out during the day, so that's nice. But there's something going on out there, and any of my other East Coast peeps can agree or disagree. It's like really gross out. Like it's real. Like the winter really beat everything up, and there's like trees down, branches everywhere. Like everything just looks like a mess. And now we have this beautiful sun shining on the world, and when you drive around, you just see more mess. Do you know what I mean? Because we didn't have like that heavy rain period to like wash out all the salt and all that. And it's just like spreading sunshine on the sloppiness, so to say.
Yucks. Yeah, it was down in the 60s today, down here in Florida. So it's
wow.
What?
It's like hoodie weather. You got to wear a hoodie, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, see Dub saying it's windy in PA. It's windy here too, buddy. Like really windy. I had to move a tree out of my driveway just to get up it before that came down, which is normal for me. But yeah, it's like it's pretty crazy. Oh, Patrick's saying too much partying at the beginning of the week because of St. Patty's Day. I guess. I don't know. Did you do anything special for St. Patty's Day?
No, my wife went out of town. She went on a girls' weekend up to Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, that's cool.
I did in college. That was my Mardi Gras because it becomes a party there, like nudity, lots of craziness.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let me write this down. What is this? Savannah, Georgia? When?
Savannah, Georgia, St. Patrick's Day.
Okay. All right.
Mardi Gras. Yeah.
Mardi Gras, nudity.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Open containers as long as it's
more.
Plastic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Open containers. All right. Well, I didn't expect that. I had a friend years ago that went to what is that school there? The Art Institute. Isn't there like the Savannah Art Institute or Savannah
College of Art and Design, which is my alma mater.
Oh, well, I had a friend that went there years ago, and yeah, she loved it. She thought it was a great school. Yeah, that's pretty cool. She went there for I think she actually ended up majoring in making like furniture, believe it or not. She was like, after her freshman year, she was coming home like talking about like making like woodworking and making furniture, and it was really wild. It was really cool. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, they have a crazy amount of degree programs, and like the craziest one or the coolest one that I came across was a girl who did jewelry, and she created her own company of doing personalized jewelry.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's really wild. When my kid showed some kind of like aptitude or wanting to get into the art world, I was trying to push him in that direction of like Savannah because I heard it was really good, but that's not the way things went, but that's okay. Yeah. I heard it's a great school. That's awesome.
Was.
Look at that, man. You don't know a girl named Roxanne, do you? It's kind of hard to forget that name.
Nope.
Okay, well, just wondering. She was
Especially
younger than me.
Especially after the Police song.
Yeah, especially that. And she was also like 6 foot tall, red hair, so it was kind of hard to miss her.
2000s era or
yeah, it would have been about, well, let me get you know what, it would have been like 99 or 2000 on the dot.
Yeah. No.
Okay. All right. So, who do we have with us here today? Do you want the honors, my friend?
Sure. Let's
Okay.
try and do it. Oh.
Make sure you say Jen Sykes' full name, though, please.
Jen Sykes.
Don't abbreviate it, because it looks like she made it special.
We've got the Wolf King first one in today.
No, that's not true. Doug was here. I was answering him. Doug was here.
Oh, I see. Dub. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's coming up you first.
Okay.
We got P. Boyle, Patrick Boyle, Jan Sykes, Dub3, Brandon Higgins, Wholesome Warlock. What's up, Jordan? Rob Z, Zamora, Lee,
Hayton, Lee. Yeah, I know Lee in real life. He's
Douglas, Brian Carr, Stoat. I
see Heinrich,
and Jeremy G.
Jeremy G.
And Q's here. Q Jack. And Gweiss.
Right.
What's up,
Of
Ed
course.
Stein?
My boy. What's up, G? I was just talking to you about my kid the other day, G. Spiritual shaman. I love those pictures of G that have him next to the dragon, like how it scales. Like, that's the picture I need. Okay, I will admit that the classic gray skull and dragon picture looked awesome.
Yeah.
Like that made me want that dragon to put like with classic gray skull, like climbing it, right? It looked awesome.
Yeah.
But the G scale dragon picture is still my all-time favorite.
I liked it up against the Hiss and the Dragonfly. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna dwarf anybody who has classifieds.
Yeah, it was definitely cool on that. It was cool to see those and know that Cookie put his stickers on them.
Yeah,
because I know the last time I saw the Dragonfly, he didn't put the stickers on yet, and that looked like it did get them. So maybe just for the pictures, they spruced it up a little bit. So that was very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Dragon news. Dragon, I mean, fund it, which is awesome. So now you know that you're going to get it, right? Which I never had my doubt. I didn't have a doubt we were going to get it. Like, I knew we were going to get it, but that's awesome to know. And I think that gives it a bump, is that how? I don't know a lot about Kickstarters or funding things. And does that typically give it a bump just to know that it is funded?
It'll light people's behind that be like, oh well, it's going to be made, so I might as well put my funds into it.
Yeah. Whereas, I have to imagine that. Yeah. I know there was go ahead, bud.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, I know there was a lot of other news yesterday too, like the wait, I'm getting my days confused. That was yesterday when they showed that, like the different Frazetta stuff and like all that. Like, there was a lot of stuff happening. I think there was a Mezco drop on St. Patty's Day. Yeah, on St. Patrick's Day, there was like a Mezco drop of like one of the Graveyard Ghoul Estates dudes. It was a big toy week. But
I saw the Amazing's review yesterday or the day before on that new ghoul. So.
Yeah, I saw it too, which was maybe he just didn't have time to get it on the same day. Usually he gets them out on the day of to help, but having it later. But that also means that it's made. To me, no guarantees, no inside knowledge, everyone. But I assume that means that they had them actually like made, because if he had something to review, he typically doesn't. I don't think he does Mezco like early test shot reviews or stuff. I think that they're. Oh, someone just threw something in my. Calm down over there.
Yeah, get back to work.
Get back to the warehouse. We got inventory stuff. The hell?
Jesus.
Yeah, I think he typically does. Like when they send them to him, they're finished products, so that means they must have them in some way. So that means it should ship fast. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Good for us Mezco guys. Any other massive news that we shouldn't gloss over?
The Death Dealer is up for pre-order at Savage Crucible. We found out that there's a Asian exclusive Frazetta Girls Conan.
Oh, is that what that is? That's good you brought that up because I was confused. I wasn't sure if that was like a third party because I saw that it was like an Asian company. I'm so confused. So it's the same figure.
It's the same figure, but they changed out the helmet, the sword, and the shield of the figure.
Oh.
So it definitely has a different look to it from the standard. But yeah, you have to get it through the Asian market, and I think it's DJ Toys or something. And then on the Facebook post for it, they said put your name in the or put a note, like the post and make a comment, and they're going to do a drawing for a free one of the Asian exclusive. So somebody might
interesting. Okay, that would explain why I was confused because I even said to someone yesterday at some point, like, why are there so many Conans? Like, why is like it's crazy that there's a third party one? And they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go away. But that makes sense. I thought that it was like a totally different thing. So that means that there's the two. And yeah, that looks cool. It looks neat.
And then we found out Iman put in one of the comments that Frazetta Girls is going to do a Death Dealer. And then we've got Heroic Signatures that is going to be coming out with a Conan. So there's a lot.
Wow. That's what happens when you have two different parties owning the same property licensing.
Yeah.
That shit's going to get spread out like freaking, I don't know what. Like, I mean,
Ninja Turtles.
Yes. Did I say that to you this week? Because I said that to someone this week in a PM. I was like, man, these guys are going to be like, Frazetta is going to be like the new TMNT. Like everyone's going to freaking have it. And yeah, and with them going to all the shows the way they do and stuff, I'm really not surprised because they're like walking around meeting other toy makers, and I'm sure that they're shopping that IP. I guess if you're a massive fan of Frazetta, that's good news for you because you can pick and choose the best one that you like, right? So that's pretty cool. Maybe it's also not cool because maybe some other companies look at that and they're like, well, since everyone and their brother's doing it, I'm not going to do it. So maybe your favorite manufacturer might be like, I'm not going to do the Frazetta because everyone is. Right. That kind of sucks, but whatever. Hopefully someone of decent quality takes on the projects and can make some cool toys for people that like that.
And the crazy thing is the Heroic Signatures Conan is the actual Conan license, whereas the other one is the Frazetta license. So it's like, who has what?
And what is the actual Conan license? Like, what do you consider that? Because isn't that a multi-license thing? Like where there's movie, Marvel, like what?
Yeah, I mean, the Heroic Signatures one is based off of the newer comic book releases coming out. I forget the name of the artist, but it's his version, his modern version of Conan.
Oh, okay. All right.
Compared to like classic or Frazetta or anything previous.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, that's the type of thing that personally myself, I wait for the reviews, like kind of just like I'm not pre-ordering. I'll just see what people say. If you like it.
I like comparisons.
Yeah. Like if it's something that everyone's like kind of talking about and they're like, oh, this is a really cool figure, then I'll look to find it. But I don't love the franchise or like I don't love it enough that I'm going to like go out of my way to grab it now, Right. Sometimes that doesn't work because then like if it's like a weird third party thing, which I learned the hard way, you miss out because then you're like, shit, no one has it. Like that Gandalf, what is it? The Hellcat Gandalf, like the same thing. Like I waited, I didn't know about it. But then now I want it, but now it's harder to get and you can't get it. So, Yeah, but I know everyone in our circle has a love for Frazetta and a love for Conan, which I think is awesome. I live I'm like 45 minutes from that Frazetta museum, so that was always like in the backyard type of thing. Where I remember when it used to be like a Halloween shop, they would sell like masks and it was kind of like a Halloween store because my wife lived right by it, and she was like, she would go there because they would sell like Halloween stuff. Mix, I get, but this is before. This was like in the older days, like of it, you know, when there was a point, believe it or not, when Glenn Danzig owned it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's when that was like when she was there, and they just had all kinds of things that were like gothy related. You know, it wasn't so much a museum, a little bit.
Yeah,
but
the funny thing is, there's a museum up there, but we also have a Frazetta museum down here in Florida.
Right,
they have the Frazetta girls are based down in Florida. So
yeah, that is the weirdest thing. That is definitely odd, and people don't like kind of get that. Oh, Dub saying, because Dub lives there too. Dub saying the Halloween shop still exists, so that's good to know, Dub. I didn't realize that.
okay.
Benny, I don't. Do they still have it in stock? The Gandalf? I don't really know.
You could try 5K or Toy Metaverse is another one that does the third party.
Okay. Yeah, I recently had an experience with my first third party 1/12 scale ever this week, and I'm blown away. I was gonna talk about it later, but the Muff Toys Clark Kent, and yeah, I mean,
Protector of Metropolis,
dude. Oh man,
did you get the blue suit or the brown?
The blue suit. Thanks to Stefan Delatour because he hooked me up. We did a little trade for it, and I just got to opening it this week because I had time. Dude, he's behind me here.
Oh, I see him. Yeah.
Yeah. He's so good. Like I guess because of the idea that he's third party, I was kind of like, oh, third party, like that means it can't be as good as like a Mezco. Yeah, I was pretty surprised. You know, I was thinking it was more like those, like, you know, $15 knockoff Mezco eBay specials, you know, like
I don't know. Muff is well known in the third party.
Yeah.
They made it a secret agent, and I missed out on it last year. And it's Daniel Craig's James Bond.
Oh, really? I bet you that's awesome.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna have to like message me and tell me like when this stuff comes up, because it's hard for me to. I don't like follow a lot, and I always find it after it's gone, and then I'm like, oh.
That's another one. CT Toys. They're AliExpress. Found, and they're Mafex, cheaper Mafex versions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys have to keep.
Yeah, I'll send you stuff.
Yeah, you guys have to keep me up on that, because I have a hard time just keeping up on all the legions and stuff. And Mezco, just let alone all this other amazing things. You know, I'm a little picky, but
today.
What did?
Valaverse had a drop today.
I heard that someone said in a comment to me that they dropped, and I was like, what are you talking about? What, he just did a quick sale? I heard it sold out in like under an hour, whatever it was.
Yeah, it sold out within like 15-20 minutes. He threw up the new Steel Brigade that was at Zolicon.
Okay.
A few like old like stock he calls it wounded warehouse, where it's like boxes and stuff. But yeah, he had a lot of good old stock, and then I mean the pricing, you can't beat the pricing through him because it's direct pricing. So
yeah, I didn't know about it, but I kind of, I don't want to say I cooled off on it because there's anything wrong with it. Don't take that as what I'm saying. I did cool off on Vala, but I cooled off on Classified too. Like I'm kind of like focusing, like I have like a mountain of Mezco 112 that is distracting to me, because when I walk by the mountain, I am like, whew, that's a lot of toys. And it's kind of keeping me off from like getting more of other things. Do you know what I mean? Like, definitely. I hate missing, like we all do, but like I kind of like have to cool off. Like I didn't get the Mezco drop this week because I'm like, you know what? Like I'll get it later. Like I have enough to trade. I can get it later. And it just gets a little overwhelming. But with Vala, I'm impressed with it. I like to pick them up every now and then just to see how they improve, because he does constantly improve. And so that's fun.
Yeah.
But all right, so I have a hard out. I have to be out of here by 5 today, just so everyone knows up front.
Yeah.
I have my list, patent pending lens list.
Lens.
Let's see. The first thing I wanted to say was hello, and I did that. I told you all up front that I have a hard 5 o'clock out, so it's an hour show today. Business. Should I do business now? Yeah, I'll do business. Quick thing of business. I talked last week about UPS shipping on the website. I basically told everyone that, look, if you want UPS shipping, I'm more than happy to do so. The rates for me are very similar to USPS, but the website does not allow, the cart system doesn't have UPS as an option. So what you need to do is either send me an email through the website with your order number and let me know you want UPS, or I realized today that if you put it in the notes in the comments and you put like, don't just put like UPS, put, hey Len, what's up? How's your day? I would really like to get this via UPS. Make it a little longer so I see it. Tell me you want UPS, and I can easily process it for you through UPS Ground. It would, you just select whatever shipping, don't just pick ground shipping, whatever comes up, so to say, like if you whatever the cheaper version is. If it's certain, it's not gonna, just pick ground USPS, and then when I process it, I will give you the UPS tracking, and your email will say it's through UPS, because oddly the cart system lets me put in UPS tracking with numbers, but it doesn't let you choose UPS at checkout. So I'm going to look into that in the following weeks so it can be an option.
Cool.
But if you want it, just put it in the notes, as plain as day, so I know that it's there, and I will gladly do that. However, realize that I do not have a daily UPS pickup. So because not everything goes through UPS. So that means I have to physically like get in my van and drive it somewhere. And that could take like 1 or 2 days after the label's generated to actually have it received by UPS and taken out, until I get to the point where I have enough that I can schedule a UPS pickup. That's where it's going to be. So realize whereas you prefer UPS because maybe in your area it's more timely, or you just like the way they handle the deliveries, that's fine. But it may not be a faster delivery method, because it might take me a day or two extra to actually get the box out. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
All right.
And I was gonna say, make sure those who put in orders, make them sure they're $99 and over. And
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're 99 and over, then definitely you want to use that option. And the other thing is FedEx it's not available. I'm not making it available for people the way I do UPS, because unfortunately there are no convenient FedEx drop-off points for me anywhere near me. Like, I'm not driving 30 minutes back to drop one box off. Sorry, I love you all, but not that much. And that, yeah, so I'm not, I can't do the FedEx right now. Perhaps if, I see enough packages moving out, I might have to do a thing with FedEx, call a rep, see what the deal would be for getting their rates. The website does actually have the ability to do FedEx, but right now, because of the FedEx system, I can call them for pickup, but they actually charge you until you have like a full account with them or a steady amount of like business you give them.
okay.
So for now, UPS, USPS. And on that note, make sure, guys, that you are using the coin system, the Wolf King coins. There must have been some chatter about that this week in some chats and things like that we all do, because people had asked me questions. You need to have an account like with the website to be able to let them accumulate. So every time you go in to the website, log into your account, and it will let them build up when you buy. I think it's like 5 points per dollar, and then you can redeem them for coupons or swag. I'm going to look to order some more fun things, but there's some good coupons. Like, a lot of guys out there, I don't think you guys really like realize that they're a thing, but they are. The problem is that if you make a new account every time you do an order, you're not accumulating points.
Right.
So I can actually see sometimes some people's names in there like 3 times because they made 3 accounts. Usually it's people that order spread out, you know.
Yeah.
So make sure you're using your account to log in. I added a widget to the checkout that will show you your accumulated points, and it will let you redeem them right away. I did that like 2 days ago because I was talking to someone that was a little confused with it, and I wanted to look to see how to make it less confusing. And there was a thing I can put on there, like a widget that shows up at checkout.
Does the widget give you the option to choose which coupon?
I think you have to click on redeem, and then it brings you to a separate like page, not like page that shows you what's available, like what you can redeem, and then you can redeem it. The problem is it's hard for me to test because I need to have like I don't have like, it's hard for me to have an account with my own
You don't have any
thing.
coins.
Right. Yeah. It's a little weird. What I also on that same note, everyone that ordered graveyard skeletons, so those were invoiced, which does not get an order number, but I went in and manually added coins to your account. So this way you got your coins still, because I can do that. I give you a little extra. Because I can add coins, I can like sprinkle coins to everyone. Ping. And I kind of added coins to people that I knew paid their invoices and had them.
Awesome.
All right. So I was just so Brad Johnson got $5 off his last purchase. I thought I saw someone else. Brian Carr said he's close to 25% off. There's some really good coupons, and you guys should be using them because that's like a benefit of doing it.
There was one I've seen a few times. Has to do with like a dwarf sculpt or a
dwarf skull. Yeah, there's a dwarf skull I think that you could get for free. I want to add more like that. I want to fix that up. It's just, there's only so much time in the day, folks. And with Necronomicon kind of cooling down a little, I should be able to like focus in on some of those little upgrades to the website, to the buying experience.
Just before All Star 6 comes.
Yeah. Well, I hope I'll get a little rest.
Yeah.
And then All Star 6 Avalanche will come, which is going to be an avalanche. That's a big wave. Like most people, I don't think realize it until you sit and really look, and you're like, whoa, this is it. I think it's like 1 or 2 SKUs more than Necro was. Like there's a lot. So. Yeah.
It's Necro plus. That's what people are.
Yeah, it's a big wave, and it's kind of forgotten. So we'll see. So yeah, I talked about coins. So let me shipping, coins. An email went out today. I only send to subscribers, so you have to be a subscriber to get the email, which means you're a customer and you say it's okay to send them. I don't like hard pushing emails to like all customers because that's rude. It went out. And I myself, when I send the tester, it goes straight to my Gmail promotion folder. So if you didn't see it, check your promotions, because it is a promotion. And it's basically me saying, hello, how are you? And wait, I'm going to show it to you. Hold on. It's just basically saying that this is the last call for the Necronomicon wave. Showing what's in stock. We sold out of some things, so there's the bishop is there, and a little note on bishop. He did not have a third part, like a head that came with him. Because I just couldn't think of a head. But I'll give you the inside scoop. There's only 4 of them left. I have 4 of the Conibus specialty heads left. And I'm going to put those Conibus heads in with Bishop to the next 4 people that order Bishop. Nice. So I have 1 for each Bishop all ready to go. It won't delay the order. So yeah, it's a skeleton head. I'll show it to you guys later. But it's still a cool head. So you'll get the Conibus with that. Beluthi Baalith is there. Adalaric is there. Elijah's, Gideon, Maximus, and Necro. And then at the bottom, there's some links to some other in-stock things. Inventory's running low, so yeah, we need All-Star 6 to get here. Yeah. See Jen saying Jen got a couple of the heads for Conobus, and she's saying it's super cool. And I'm going to reveal some of those sculpts. Let me see. I have to mix things up. I wanted
questions.
What's up?
I've been getting a few people have been like, "Have you seen the new sculpts? You've been talking to Len more recently? Have you seen what he's been packing in?" I'm like, "Nope, I haven't seen anything yet."
I was going to show today, give all of our viewers who pop in an inside scoop. Awesome. My pictures are not super great. I'm sorry, everyone. But I wanted to show. Hey, what's up? Someone hit the like button. Here's my friend Trevor. Balutha Balabooth. Balabulva.
Sure.
Let me share what we have. Share this instead. So, we have to add it. All right. So this is the Gideon head, the alt head for Gideon. And there's actually two versions that you may get. One of this is like a soldier version with no face inside. And there's another one I'll show in a minute with the face. And the inspiration with this was like kind of a eagle, like, type, because he has a lot of obviously eagle things on him. And I wanted it to match and look like that. And for some reason, I felt like there was a little bit of like an Asian flair to him. In a way, like, and I wanted like a little bit of Asian, like samurai. So I had Gia put that bottom collar area, like kind of like a samurai looking area underneath. Yeah. And I thought it was cool. And he's got the big wings. And I thought it was cool. So that is one alternate head that comes with Gideon. That's the head on. This is the alt head that comes with Sir Elijah. And for these, I went with a new sculptor, Blue D Sculpts. My friend Dennis Derby recommended her. She does a beautiful job. I want it because it was the first, because it was the first job I ever did with her. I want it really basic Templar heads. Like that's it, just basic, clean Templar heads. And so this is one of the two that could come with Elijah. Yeah, like similar but different. Just to be like, okay. I actually looked. This one has a removable lower face mask. So this face mask on the bottom comes off, as you can see here, and it reveals half face. All right. Awesome. I just wanted it really like a simpler, not, easier to paint for beginner, maybe type of, Templar head. So that was one. And this is the other one, which is really basic. This one I actually found in a in a museum for medieval like armor. Mm-hmm. It's an actual like it's an actual Templar knight helmet, like what they would look like. So that's why it's not super fancy, but it's an actual like based on a recreation of a Templar's helmet. Yep. And this one actually comes with either a battle axe or a chainmail, like lower, like a little different than the one that he has now. Yep. So why there's two is because I mix them up. So if someone orders two Elijahs, I don't want to send the same helmet. Like I want to send different ones, or I just like to mix it up, because not because of like, just because like I don't want people to have like 5 of the same one. For sure. This is the Aldrich helmet. The story behind this one is that from the moment at G-Con that I saw these guys, this guy, I called him the Peacock Knight because me, I can't call things what they're supposed to be. Yeah. So I called him the Peacock Knight because he was very flamboyant, had amazing colors, looked like Mardi Gras. And I knew I wanted to have Gia, or whoever I was working with at the time, do a peacock type helmet. And this is what we did. So it's pretty simple, but not. It's got like a definite peacock look to it. I retain the hole in the back for the plume because that's important, right? You get those feathers on the back. Haven't seen anybody paint this baby yet, so let's go, people. We sold out of Aldrich really fast in the beginning, before I like recount it and got more on the site. So Maybe that's why there was a little delay, but this is my personal like favorite. I really like this one.
He's the sleeper of the wave.
I think so. I think so. And excuse me, people, but this torso I was using, all I could find was a dwarf peg. So if the stuff's sitting a little funny, it's because the dwarf pegs are shorter. So you can obviously adjust it to whatever height you want them to sit at.
I like the collar to it. It's a cool collar.
Yeah, and the collar lays on top of his like existing collar really well. Because like the collar you can take off of him. Yeah. Like it lays on top of that. Like, hey, Kevin Boots, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
TSJ, I like that idea. I like where you're going there.
Yeah.
This, of course, is, and we've seen this before. This is the Necronominus one. This is Emil's, basically the Unholy Pope, and this is going with Necro himself. I believe there's only one Necro left. No, I'm sorry. Maybe like 6. So no, I was thinking what? Yeah, all right. No, I know. I said 6-ish. All right. My inventory guy's correcting me, but
gotcha.
So yeah, there's not many of him left. So
not many.
Yeah, not many at all. Not many of any of these. So yeah, this is awesome, right?
Definitely. I got mine.
This is what's going out with Bolufluff. And basically I wanted like a cat dog thing for her pet. So I wanted a cat skull. Yeah. And the other one is, I think it's supposed to be a bear skull.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't size it to the size of a bear. So it's a fantasy creature skull. So you're getting 2 heads with Bolufluff. And the main thing is the cat skull. We had Gia sculpt no, I forget who sculpted that. I'll get that to you. When I put them on the site, it'll have who did all of them.
Sweet.
So, and that could also be, as you can see here, used on a full-size figure. It doesn't have to just be for her little chimera or whatever the hell it's called, right?
Yep, that's it, chimera. You could also put it on the tuberculi.
Yeah, you could definitely put it on the tuberculi. So this is that like kind of bear skull one, which is an old one.
That's cool. Almost looks alien. That skull.
It does, right? Well, yeah. You just wait. Because there's something like coming like that. So this is the this is the head down. This was one of the heads that went out in the graveyard skeleton packs. It was one of the options. Jesse drew this as a design, and then we had Gia do them, and it's just basically like a skeleton with a leather hat on.
Yeah,
and it's just fun. It's just a fun skeleton. But this is what I'm doing with Maximilius the Harvester right now, because I thought it would be cool with it. Originally, what was I doing with Maximilius? I think I was doing like a mix of the soon to be shown in a second alien skull and another one, because he's a little tricky. What?
Mine came with the Pope.
Well, I was doing that too. So if you only ordered a Maximilius, I was putting the Pope on it because I just think that's an awesome sculpt. And I think that works with him too, with the robe and everything.
Definitely.
Friends, my friends, I'm talking to you and that are watching us here. You can put in the notes if you order Maximilius, which one you want. Just tell me and I'll throw it in whatever you want. I don't care. Because they're definitely he's a pretty versatile figure. This is the alien skull.
Ooh.
That was going out probably with a lot of Maximiliuses because I just thought it looked cool with him. Like again, like I think you put any skull head on him.
That's so this in my notes.
Yeah, it was just another fun one. So this was cool. I haven't thrown this on a cosmic yet, but I'm sure that's going to work too. Jesse drew this. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is one of my favorites that we have been selling. And I've been popping some of these in as an extra with like a Maximilius, or like if someone ordered like a bunch of figures, I printed a bunch of these just as giveaway extra because I love this one. Oh, and there it is. That is the Conibus head. So the Conibus head is I don't know what the hell creature it is. It starts with an eye, some kind of deer-like creature that starts with an eye.
Ibeck?
Yes, something like that. Yeah. And this thing was a bitch to get to like work on a horse, but I managed to do it. And again, like you're not seeing the scale here, but I have another picture for scale.
Well, it's
Um,
yeah, that's based on the stand. That's a huge piece.
this is the guy, and this one is the one that I said like to get it to print like
26.
well, yeah, because I'm doing it almost vertical, not quite vertical. You never print things pure vertical,
Right.
but I have to get pretty high with it because of like it just would take up too much width.
Mhm.
That's like for scale if you see it in my hand. So
Awesome.
yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty awesome. So I have 4 left that I'm gonna throw in.
I wonder if there'd be like a way to put it on an ogre. Like it's so big.
If you had the horse head conversion from what's his name, right? From the 25th anniversary figure.
Equidron.
Yeah, Equidron has like a converter that you can put a horse head on him, or
Yep.
vice versa.
Yep.
Because he basically has a horse head. But yeah, it could work, but the back end of it is so different because of going on the horse. But I mean, people are super creative. I could make it work.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad idea. Except for like that always bugs me because the ogre's not a skeleton. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why like people are like, why don't you do a skeleton head for an ogre? And I'm like, well, because he's not an ogre. I mean, because he's not a skeleton. He's not a bone man.
Yeah.
Like
I think it works with Sir Uchak because he's completely covered in armor.
And yes, Jeff, and that's where we're going now. Hey. So he's sold out. All right. Sir Uchak is sold out on my website, but I still wanted to show everyone the head we did for him. I was like rattling my brain of some type of just different type of head that would be like ogre-ish, a knight, blah, like, oh my goodness, I was like rattled. And then I just was like, well, like Cyclops, like a Cyclops would be an ogre scale, and maybe this one's a knight, like the studio had the idea of doing an ogre turned into a knight, right? Yeah. Like, so I'm like, well, what else could be like, what else is, I'm like, well, like Cyclopses could be big. So I wanted to do that. And that's what I did here. It's a Cyclops.
Like Archimedes. That was a Cyclops ogre.
Yes, exactly. And that's probably where my brain went. Because when I think of Cyclopses, I think of them being bigger than humans, like much larger. Definitely. I know there's other versions that are more like same size, but like my brain probably goes to that. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So this guy's really cool. He's just going to be up on the website regular, like soon. You know what I mean?
Now that I see that, I want that for Bear Deck because that's going to look cool in Bear Deck's color.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. So it still carries a lot of the themes of the birds, like Suraj does. It's got a ton of detail on it. I can't wait to see some of these painted up. And this was the surprise alt head that I threw in with him. Like no one knew this, but there was a second head that went with him, and it was a skeletal. I just kind of ripped off the studio and doing a skeleton version of the good guys' heads. So that was a fun one. This is also one on a 1.0 scale, one of the heads we used for the graveyard skeletons.
Sweet.
And it's one of my favorites. So those will be available also on the website because graveyard skeletons aren't coming back, folks. So all those heads we did special for them, they're not going to just sit and go away. Like I'll have them up on the website as regular heads in a bit.
Is that jaw articulate?
No, it's very like it almost could, but you'd break it. Yeah, I'm not like a super big articulation guy with resin stuff. Like because it just doesn't have that like.
It's fragile.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the pinchiness that you can get. Like if this was injection molded, you would do the jaw like at a smaller like side to side size, so it pinches really hard onto that. And normal resin just doesn't take that like very well. And there's also that it wears down. There's no way that the friction won't wear down like normal resin. So I'm not huge on like making articulation points on resin because I don't know if you ever like sand it or even like rubbed resin against like anything. Yeah, it's a very low. What is that called? Sureness scale, I believe.
Shortness.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Durometer.
Yeah, maybe it is durometer. But the scale of it's very low.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not huge on it. I like things to like kind of function and make sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
This is another head that went out with some of the graveyards, and another version, if you would like, for your Maximilius. And this one Jesse drew also. It's like kind of like an Asian type of war helmet, maybe more Chinese type of like war helmet. Like I'm thinking like the clay terracotta warrior type thing.
I'm getting Mongolian vibes.
Okay, yeah, that works too. Yeah, no, I agree with that. And there's a skeleton under there. He doesn't have eyes, so he is more skeletal, but it's not like a hard skeleton. I think you can kind of mess with it. I think I could see people being creative. I love it. It's a really cool head. That's one you can request too, and we're gonna have up like soon on the site that you can just buy.
Cool.
Yeah, Jordan's getting the Mongolian vibes too. Everyone's doing hashtag Jeffrey already, but that's not what I'm doing this week. Here, everybody, have fun with that. It's very simple. It's double O, double L, double A, double L, double A, double G, double A. Got it?
Is that like a different version of your last name?
No, that's the name of the sculpt that we're doing for Emil's sculpt. Remember?
I know.
Yeah. Have fun with that, everyone. The winner is the one that gets to spell it right. All right, I'm gonna cruise through here. This is the face version of the
Sergidian.
Yeah, of the Sergidian. This is something no one's seen except if you were at Zolo, and it's a Minotaur head that we did that was like kind of a Zolo exclusive. They're going to be at Mus-Key-Con this weekend with Jesse, and there is a 1.0 which is this, and there's a version for Ogre, and it actually fits and looks really cool on Sir Ugjuk, which it makes like a kind of cool like knight like Minotaur. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. So
those are going to be there at that place. And
Mus-Key-Con.
Yeah, and that's it. That took a lot longer, and I apologize everybody. That took a long time, and
I talk too much.
No, it's not you. I got too much to say in an hour. Let's see. So just so everyone can see it again, and look, there's people spelling it right. This is going to be for a what the hell is it, Jeff? A block commander? Block commander, right?
Block commander, yeah.
Block commander with the head. Okay, this is so you'll be the first one to have one of these. You'll win this today. I'll have it out on Monday. They won't go on sale until Friday. You're going to be the first person to have one. So I'm going to leave that up for a second because people need to copy that. It's simple, guys. Double O, double L, double A, double L, double A, double G, double A.
If anybody wants to enter for me, please go ahead.
BA select start.
Left, right, back, up, down, up, down.
Never forget it. I've been let me check off sculptures for Necro is off. I've been playing, not a lot, but like if I have a second, I've been playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out on like an emulator handheld lately. It's amazing how that muscle memory comes back to you after like 40 years or whatever of like since I played it. Like I'm still like that muscle memory like comes right back. You're like, holy shit, it's so funny.
That's how I feel every time I play Super Mario 1. Like if I find it or I come across it, it's like, oh yeah, I know how to play this. Yeah,
I could see that too. I should try to play that too because it's on that emulator. All right. I should show the pics of Uzakagar. And I'll post these pics in the Wolf Den, guys. I'll just dump them all in a big dump in there so you guys can see all the pics of everything. I'm not putting them out like for everyone. I'm going to put them in the den so you can see them.
Drop a big dump. All right.
I'm going to take a big old dump right in the middle of the Wolf Den. All right. So we're going to switch from that. All right, there's
Oh,
now. Let me tell you, this guy is awesome. Like has to be one of the most detailed in crazy sculpts I've ever got from Emil. He did an incredible job with this guy. It's doing that thing where because of the gray color versus the painted figure, it pops off more. Like it has more pop because it's not painted. So it looks a little bigger. Like I could see someone looking at this picture being like, looks kind of gigantic. It's not. It looks perfect. It's very in line with the Sphexian heads that we already have.
Yeah.
Um,
You just get reflections.
Yeah, what it happens is like it pops. You know, like when you put like a bright yellow on black background, like you do that because the yellow pops.
Right.
This is a very gray, unpainted thing laying on top of a very busy, brightly decorated object, right? So when you're looking at it on this two-dimensional plane, it makes that like gray thing look like more. It pops off more. And that's what goes on, I notice, with these, because there's a lot of times where like I look at it in hand and I'm like, this is dead on, like this size looks great. But man, you look at those pictures and you're like, this does not look normal. But then as soon as you see it painted on the figure, you're like, yeah, that works, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, look at that thing. It's crazy. It's got like full detail inside the mouth.
I like that it goes like the head crest goes up to the top of the armor. Like
yeah, you could tell that he really looked at like this Sphexian a lot when he was sculpting this. Like he clearly was being very precise with it. It fits dead on. See the side? You see how it fits on the side?
Yeah.
Like there's no blue tack on this. It's not pop on because pop on is not what we do at Wolf King, because pop on is bad. Yeah. But it basically, because the way it hangs, it can hang on with no blue tack. You're going to want to use something on it though, so it doesn't fall off. Mm-hmm. But it fits like dead perfect on there. Like just the contours.
Like butter.
So, yeah, like you see how nice that is? It's really good, man. I'm really like, I just can't wait to see it painted. I want to see it with purple eyes and black. This is a little closer up of it.
I now want to use it on a miner with the miner colors, the black and the pink.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, that would be phenomenal. I wish I had miners. Oh, we're back to that. So that's the 12 and 25, which is going to be live next week. And he's going to be at a great price for the bundle if you need a Sphexian. What was the price again on that, Jeff? Cheap, right?
It's down to $49.99.
Yeah. That's a deal for everything that Sphexian has on it. Yeah. I will say this, since we always do the head on its own available also, realize that this head is not going to work great on anything but a Sphexian. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want people to get it and be disappointed, because Emil made it very specific for that. Yeah. If you buy this and you think that you're going to make it work on like a night, you will have to be very creative, because he's going to want to look up, right? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, yeah, it's not, yes, you can get creative with it, because I know you guys are amazing, but realize that the geometry of the neck is set for this. Yeah. To make it work the other way, he would have to actually like totally resculpt like the back side of it to do a more encasing of the neck type thing. And we could do that. I mean, if people ask a lot.
We got to work on some adapters. I think I should work on some adapters.
Yeah, there you go. Do that, Jeff. Get on that. Yeah, it's awesome the way it is. I love it. So hopefully you guys love it too. And we're going to give one away with the which that's what we're doing. So I am going to do the wheel spin now, everybody. And this is the wheel spin for the Ninian Infantry. We're just flying here. I shut off the presentation. Hold on. Bear with me, everybody.
This is the giveaway for making a purchase.
Yes. So if you made a purchase this week or last week and you didn't win last week, if you won, I took your number out. So you guys guy that won that we didn't say his name. I just sent that shit. He's getting it. I sent him an email and said, like, you won. Here's your tracking number. Maybe he'll get the email. Maybe he won't. He's going to open it up and be like, whoa, someone just sent me a acrylic encased Zolicon exclusive. So cool. So this is for the Ninian. Ninian, I'm going to throw in a bunch of really cool bonus sculpts things with it. And also, like I said, I'm just taking out the winners from the week before. So next week when we do the Barbarian roll, it's going to be even longer of a list. But everyone this week and last week goes into the final.
Nice.
And you can have multiples. That's why we're going by numbers and not names. So if you ordered something each week, then you have 3 entries.
Yep.
So I'm shuffling. And for the anticlimactic spin, because we don't know who it is.
You're just a number to us. Hey, congratulations, 15080.
Congratulations, 15080. You are the lucky winner. I'm sure you know who you are. Say something, Jeff. I'll look it up and see if it's someone I can say who it is.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Dub, we just did the customer drawing or the purchase drawing, and we'll see what we do for the giveaway hashtag. So get your hashtags in. If hopefully Len's been collecting those hashtags.
I have. It's up to 23.
Hey, we got 23, and how many we got in the chat? We got 32. So get 32. Your hashtags in there.
Oh, guys, like and subscribe to my channel. Apparently, the YouTubes gives you you can do some more stuff if you have more like subs. And I never really cared about subs because I'm just caring more about like being like, hey, what's up, and talking to you. But hold on, I'm typing in the order number to see.
So I'm gonna say Len.
I'm sorry, it's someone that I don't know and nobody, or it's someone in the comments that's using some kind of weird name that isn't. But hey, if your name is one of the Winchester brothers from Supernatural, first name, then you just won an Indian infantry, and I will say it's the cooler brother, the shorter brother. So if that's you, well, you just won, buddy. Good job. Congrats to you, guy. So hey, Dub, it's okay, buddy. You're gonna go in for next week. Maybe you win that Barbarian with the other Barbarian stuff I'm throwing in with it. I'm gonna do like a Barbarian pack, like it's gonna blow your mind when you open it. It's going to be like every Barbarian part I can find, and the extra gas bar parts, that they did on the at Legion's Con. Awesome. So keep playing. Like I said, grab your Necro because it's going. Go to Mus-Key-Con. Go ahead.
Will the 12 and 25 drop happen before the noon cutoff, and then we can get our order just in time?
How about yes?
Awesome.
How about I will do that 12 and 25. I will put those live as early as I can on Friday, and I will make the cutoff like as late as I can do it and still collect all the numbers. Like, if we're on at 4, maybe 3, so I'll make it so that drop is early, or I mean, hell, if I'm up to it, I'll make it at midnight just to stay consistent. So it's up all day, so everyone can get in on that 12 and 25.
And the wheel.
And the wheel. You heard it here, folks. And Jeff, remind me that I said that.
Okay, I will. Thursday night. Len, you got to do it.
Yeah, I have to. I'll do that. But no, we'll definitely do that. It's a great idea. Thank you for coming up with that. Yeah. Starscream, I miss Supernatural too. It's still there, buddy. It's still on Netflix. You can still watch it. All right, so everyone, one last time here. I'm so sorry that we have to I didn't get to talk about my muff. Maybe next week I'll talk about my muff.
All right. You heard it, folks. Muff next Friday.
Yeah, a little bit of lens muff next Friday. And we won't be a truncated show. My wife hit a deer this week with her car,
Oh shit.
and she's fine. The car is not, so it's in the body shop. So it's like complicating our things because we pretty much have one car. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I have appointments to get to. So sorry, everybody. All right. It seems pretty much here at 24 entries.
All right.
So let's end it on the draw. Ready?
Red.
Wait 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Boom. Round and round she goes. Where she stops for the nobody knows. Oh, Spooky Zorro.
Congratulations, Rob Zamora.
Rob Zamora, my friend Rob Zamora. Congratulations, buddy. You're getting an
You won something, Rob. You won something.
Yeah. Good job, man. Congratulations. That's why we show up. Well, one of the reasons. I get to talk to me and Jeff too, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Rob. I will have that off to you like Monday. If that's okay. And we'll take this out. Yeah. All right. So next week's going to be a pretty jam-packed show because we're going to have a lot of giveaways. We're going to have why do I think there's more to do?
Muff.
Yeah, I want to talk about my muff, even though it's not like Legions related. I want to talk about toys. I want to talk about what other toys you guys collect. I want to get input from you guys on new sculpts. I want to get input from you guys on maybe even some new toys you want on the site. Like, is there different lines that you want? I'm looking to expand the Wolf King universe to be many things. So definitely tune in with Jeff and I next week. I'm just checking my list. I did the wheel spin 12 and 25, 12 and 25. I did not get to talk about what I'm playing with my muff. Sorry.
But you can see him back there.
Yeah, you can see him back there. And remember, everybody, I am doing this. I am like full-time doing this now. I have a full staff to worry about. We're shipping stuff as fast as I can. And I hope you guys appreciate that because I kind of pride myself in the fact that I am like it basically shipping in 1 to 2 days. Why? Because I'm a toy collector myself. I've been one for like 8 or 9 years. I've had that experience where like you place an order and you don't see any movement for days and nothing happens and you're like, I want my toy. And because of that, like one of my goals is just always like, I'm literally like, I got orders today up till noon and I was packing them and had them out. Like, cause I wanted like people to be like, wow, I ordered this today and it's here tomorrow or whatever. So I am definitely like taking this super serious. It's what I do. It's the focus of my business. Any questions, any problems, just always reach out to me. Like and sub to the channel because there's stuff I want to do with YouTube. I don't care about the super chats. There's other stuff that YouTube lets you do if you have so many things. So I need to, fortunately, I'm going to have to be one of those guys that kind of makes a little campaign to get some subs because there's some cool stuff that I would like to do on these Friday shows that we can only do with a certain amount. So
is it do we know the amount in order to get to them?
Unfortunately, it's 1,000.
Okay.
And I know that's like a milestone number and it's not easy to get to because I know guys like that like they strive for 500 to unlock some of the stuff, which we're not even at. So definitely, you know, it's going to be a long road, but like it's some pretty cool stuff. So I would like to be able to do it.
We could easily get to 500 in the next couple months. I mean,
yeah, that would be cool. I mean, 500 would be great. It unlocks some things, but I went to set something up the other day and I'm like, why doesn't this work? And I'm like, oh shit, like really? You need to qualify it as like with 1,000. And I'm like, oh, all right. So that's the goal. I got a bolt, guys. I'm 5 minutes out. Jeff, thank you, man. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Len.
Everybody that was here, thank you for coming. If you're watching in the future, like and comment because YouTube likes comments. We all know that. Watch Off-World tonight. Yes, Jeff? Yes. Watch Off-World tonight. stay up to date on everything. And if you guys ever have any questions, just shout me out. I'm going to dump those pics all over the Wolf Den.
Hashtag
Bye-bye.
back to bay.
Yeah, don't forget to do that too.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not